All right, I'm going to show you how to transfer a binary such as Netcat 64. Netcat 64 has many uses. One of the uses that it has is that it creates reverse shells, meaning that the target machine can create a connection back to your machine so you can have full control of the remote machine. So currently I do have a PowerShell session via RDP initial foothold. So PowerShell does give you a lot of control, but I prefer to have my own control on my own terminal so I can automate stuff, and for more reasons. But for this video, I'm just going to keep it simple. One of the other things that I can tell you, it's the Netcat, this binary Netcat 64, it's not stealthy at all. In a real engagement, I would prefer to replace the binary with a more control method, such as for in this case, I am already on a PowerShell session, so I would go for maybe like a PowerShell based implant, maybe even a WinRM, or even maybe like a C2 framework. You can definitely implant or write a share backdoor in the remote disk. That way you can have access anytime. But for this short video, we're just gonna stick to Netcat 64, and this is more towards tailored to a CTF challenges, so that's perfectly fine. So the first thing that we need is we need to know our IP address, our target machine IP address. Now, I am running an OpenVPN to the remote try to hack me machines. So I'm gonna copy my tunnel 0 IP. If you know me, I like to use a lot of variables. So I'm gonna create a variable equals to my IP, of course, and you can do echo, and just to make sure that the variable has been saved to your machine. Perfect. The next thing that we need to do is we need to transfer this binary to the remote session. So definitely we can do like a Python server 8000 in this case. Now when it comes, now it's listening and ready to be transferred, and ready for a remote machine to connect to us, and then we can fetch one of these two directories, in this case being an executable. So in this case, I'm gonna use invoke web request because you can do shorthand for invoke web request, and you're gonna do the this little double syntax, whatever that is, HTTP, and then this is where you're gonna call your machine. So I'm gonna drop my IP variable here, and then I'm going to specify that the my target port that is listening on, which is 8000. Now I'm gonna do /, and I'm going to specify what to graph. In this case, it's gonna be the nc64.exe. I'm gonna go ahead and close the this bracket, and I'm gonna do output file. I wanted to rename the file to just like netcat64.executable, or you can leave it the same. And did you see that little green light going through? And you also have the 200 status code over here, meaning that something came and grabbed something. I think it's running again. Let's see. Anyway, let's we can close, so we can kill the server. They're here, and here's your executable, the length. This is the reason why I said that it's not stealthy at all. So now that we have the Netcat here, the next thing we want to do is we actually want to trigger this Netcat and create that reverse shell so we can catch that shell in our machine. For that, I'm going to use LW wrap. I'm gonna change it to 555 just because I was just using 222 not too long ago for another demo, and that port might be still hanging. So now let's run our executable netcat like that. Then we're going to specify our IP, and our port that we're going to listen to is 555, and we're going to do the connection is going to be cmd.exe. And just like that, if you notice here, we are already on the temp. Who am I? We have created a reverse shell back to us, so we can work from our terminal. The downside from this is if you kill this session here, it hangs. Your session here might hang too. That is the reason why you want to just minimize this window, this RDP session, and just keep working on this one. But I don't really use this much. I'd rather drop like a implant, that way I can have full control whenever I want to. But this is more of a simple demo how to utilize Netcat to create a reverse shell back to your attacker system. Thank you.